What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope all is well with you guys out there on this beautiful Wednesday night. All is well here. At this point, after watching this video, if you guys still like taking chances on going to fast food restaurants here in this country, you just pretty much at this point as a thrill seeker, or you really don't mind taking chances with your health, okay? Just last week I did a video where you had this lady that went through a drive-through in an Arby's, and where a woman actually spit in her Arby's roast beef sandwiches, all three of them, okay? The customer contracted herpes, all right? Now, they had a history, but nevertheless, hey, it happened. You see what I'm saying? And yet again, here in America, we have two more situations that popped up after that, okay? To your left right here, Kaylee Santos, 23 years old. She's a Frie liquor. McDonald's. She was a manager. And what she decides to do is when she seen her ex-girlfriend, come through the drive-through, she decides to lick the fries and serve them to her, okay? Just sick, man. You know what I mean? To your right, we have Wendy's in South Carolina. These names right here is from the left to the right, okay? These nasty tramps right here. Trinity Rice, 19 years old. Chandela Holly, 33 years old, in the middle. Aaliyah Sanders, 23 years old. Now, while the two on the end look like men, as far as I'm concerned, this is what these nasty heifers did. A customer placed an order, okay? Wasn't satisfied with the order in the drive-thru. Guess what they did? Took the order, threw it in the trash, okay? Took it back out of the trash, spit into the hamburger, you see what I'm saying? And served them to the woman, but their ass got caught. Now, to your left right here, she was stupid enough to actually do this and post it on her social media. Notwithstanding that she had already did it in front of a video, somebody was recording her. And she did it willingly, while other employees stood around laughing about it. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, here in America, this is how trashy things have become, with nasty ass people that don't give a damn about another person's health just because they got mad about something. They don't believe in proper service. They don't. I mean, this proves it right here. And this is the reason why there has to be stiffer penalties for people who get caught doing sickening things, sick and disgusting things like this. Okay, exposing people to diseases that your nasty ass have. Okay, because that's what it all boils down to. What I want us to do is check out these videos. I'm going to run them back to back. I'm going to start with Kaylee Santos at McDonald's at Southbridge, Massachusetts. Then we're going to go to the one to your right that took place in South Carolina. So without further ado, let's check it out.
We now know the criminal charge filed against the former McDonald's manager who was actually recorded putting French fries in her mouth before then serving them to a customer.
Now, we also learned that police believe she knew that customer. WBZ's Louisa Moeller is in Southbridge tonight with more on a very strange story. Louisa.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out, Lisa and David. Technically, this is a felony charge, but it remains to be seen how a judge will handle this strange case of a woman who's accused of tainting fries meant for her ex. It's a video that's been making the rounds on social media. It appears to show a McDonald's employee shoving French fries in her mouth, another employee looking on laughing, before those fries were served to a customer. And now Southbridge police are not letting this alleged unsavory behavior go unanswered, charging 22-year-old Kaylee Santos with distributing food with a harmful substance.
French fries today, right?
This video first popped up on a Southbridge community Facebook page earlier this month and garnered all sorts of outrage. Then police got involved with the incident, which allegedly happened at the Southbridge McDonald's. The police report stating that the video was originally posted to Santos's own Snapchat account. They interviewed the woman who received the fries, who told them she only ordered 2 soft drinks but was handed a bag of fries too. Police say that woman was Santos's ex-girlfriend, who told police Santos was mad because she's now dating someone else. And according to the report, the girlfriend said Santos begged her not to press charges. We tried reaching out to the alleged victim and Santos without success. The owner-operators of the McDonald's released a statement a few days ago stating the actions of these individuals are unacceptable and do not reflect our organization's food safety standards or values. We, as an organization, are conducting an internal review and are proactively working with local authorities and the local health department, who today found no public health concerns or violations. Now, Santos's arraignment has not been scheduled yet, but she has been ordered to stay away from this McDonald's. Live in Southbridge, Louisa Moeller, WBZ News.
New at noon, 3 employees at a Wendy's in Union County are accused of tampering with a customer's order after allegedly spitting in the food and serving it after it had been in the trash. Police say the incident happened May 30th after a woman complained about her drive-through order. Investigators say the food was rewrapped and handed back to her. 3 employees now face food tampering charges. No other details have been released at this time.
Now, this is what we're dealing with in this country with these low-life ass people that these fast food restaurants are failing to actually vet. You see what I'm saying? And know everything they possibly can know about the content of these people's character. You see what I'm saying? Now, to the left over here, Kaylee Santos, I guess she felt entitled, you know what I mean, to do this to her ex-girlfriend simply because whoever this woman is, she's moved on. Don't want nothing to do with Miss Santos anymore. So guess what she does? She wants to put her DNA in her by any means necessary. You see what I'm saying? By doing something so sick and disgusting that really she deserved to go to prison for. You see, pay maximum amount of fines for doing. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, be negligent for any damages that may have been done to her ex-girlfriend. You know, and I also think, you know, in these situations, when you catch people here in this country doing things like this, in other countries, like, for example, you got like over there in Philippines or somewhere like that. You see what I'm saying? I remember a teenager went over there and just had a field day, spray painting cars, you know what I mean, willy-nilly. You see, being a vandal. Okay, guess what they did to him? They caught his ass and they gave him a public caning. I think that's what situations like this calls for. A public caning. You see what I'm saying? And what have you. And like I'm saying, it should be even worse than that. Because look, when you do things like this, it's so demeaning and disgusting that you're doing what you're doing to somebody, an unsuspected person, customer, whether you know them or not. You need to be dealt with. A public caning for starters. You see, to the right here. Now, boy, they sure didn't go into much detail about this story that took place at Wendy's in South Carolina with these 3 low-life ass women. I'm going to tell you something. I looked over the internet and couldn't find one clear picture of them at all. It seemed like they just blurred their images out big time. The pictures was like grainy like. But shout out to Trey King Show, where I got this picture from, was much clearer. Trey King, you see what I'm saying? And I went ahead and brought it, you know, and this is a much clearer picture. Like I said, Trinity Rice to the front on your left, to the middle, Chandela, Holly, and Aaliyah Sanders. Here to you, far right. Every last one of you. You need your ass publicly caned. Massive amounts of fines. You see what I mean? And prison time for what you did to this woman right here. She had every right to complain about her order if it wasn't to her satisfactions. You owe her money. I mean, you owe her that as her being the customer. What I can't stand about a lot of these damn people, they get to acting like when they work for these places that they actually own these places. And they can do whatever it is they want to do regardless of who likes it or not. Newsflash, you can't. You take it up on yourself to do something so disgusting. You see what I'm saying? You need to be dealt with. There's been people that's been killed for less. I'm going to just tell you that. You know what I mean? You playing games like this with people food. When they go out here and order, you see what I mean? Expecting to get a nice lunch or dinner. You see what I mean? You playing games like this. They're filing their food, putting it in the trash can, pulling it back out. You know what I'm saying? And spitting in it. Yeah, you need to be dealt with. Starting with, like I said, a public caning. You better be glad your asses ain't over in Dubai, because they will deal with your ass accordingly like they need to. All right? They will deal with your ass. You even go over there yelling, they will give your ass some prison time. If you go over there, you know, with the little attitude and yelling, you know what I mean, being unruly and unmanable, all that kind of stuff, they will lock your ass up. So I can imagine what they'll do to you by defiling somebody's food. They will deal with your ass. You see what I'm saying? They will deal with you accordingly like you need to be dealt with, as far as I'm concerned. You see? Also, after you went through all of that, you should never ever be able to work in any fast food restaurant, any restaurant, period. Nowhere in this country ever again. Stiffer penalties would put an end to this shit right here. That's just what it is. That's what I think. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. Look up here in the far left corner over here. You'll see what I'm talking about. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.